Okay.
Hang
on.
Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of This Time Next Week.
We have a name.
We finally have a name.
I'm Sean.
I'm Abdul, and this is our podcast. So we figured out the most important thing is the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else doesn't matter.
Everything else will fall into place after you have a name. You know who said that?
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I imagine Jim Carrey is the human personification of that thing like 1,000 monkeys at 1,000 typewriters, where he said literally everything that can possibly be said.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So you can apply any quote.
To Jim Carrey, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Abraham Lincoln thing.
What's that?
Or Michael Scott.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows what I'm talking about.
How many listeners do you think we have now?
Well, at least 10.
Really? You think at least 10?
I think at least 10.
Did you tweet it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And about 100 other things.
Okay, good for you.
But you didn't do anything.
No.
Because everyone sucks at social media, man.
It's just, I don't want people to see this until we have 4 episodes.
Okay, well, I want people to... So we'll just stop at 3 then?
Yeah, I don't want anyone to see this ever.
We can start the 4th, but we can't finish it.
We can't finish it, or else people are going to see it.
Yeah.
That would be a disaster.
It is online, believe it or not.
Yeah, I can't believe we did it.
Well, it was good. I got some good feedback.
Did you?
Yeah.
From who?
Just people.
Those are both not.
Did you get any tweets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not about this.
Yeah.
And they were in Russian. Google Translate doesn't work very well.
Yeah. I think it was asking if I wanted to meet sexy singles from Moscow.
And your response?
Yes. Always yes to that question. If we have any listeners that are sexy singles from Moscow,
you know who to find.
Yeah. Dude, if you have any positive feedback, tweet it at me. If you want to say something mean about me, tweet it at Sean. Yeah. Yeah.
Hashtag Abdul is cool.
Abdul is cool. So, what happened to you in the last week?
It hasn't even really been a week.
No.
But not a lot. I don't like that question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just the usual. It just sucks to just say work.
Yeah, but you're finishing up your master's degree right now.
I'm trying to, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to get to the end?
Yes. I'll say yes.
Yeah.
It sounds good to say yes.
It sounds like you actually have a plan.
Yeah.
Do you?
I think so.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's working. No, it's not like an audible thing.
No?
It's like a storyboard in my head.
I can act it out for you, but I can't tell it to you.
That's generally how I explain it to my supervisor.
My plan is a series of abstract concepts that don't have words in the English language.
Several blank posters.
I know it doesn't make any sense now, but it's really going to come together.
Yep. What about you?
In the last week, a lot of stuff has happened. I did a midterm. I just came from a midterm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you've been putting all your time.
No.
Okay.
I started studying for that midterm at 11 a.m. today.
So what have you been doing? Because that was the question.
Okay.
You didn't order the lights that we need.
I tried to.
Yeah.
My credit card company is really suspicious of this specific purchase.
Maybe I'll just do it.
No. I want to do it.
So we have this like sketchy light setup right now.
Yeah.
Works pretty well. But we went to go look at some other lights in the store. Extremely expensive. The exact same brand from China. I know. Buying stuff from China. Not good. Mm-hmm. But
because
we can't afford it.
Eventually the Chinese will get too strong.
Eventually, yeah, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But so we need to get some lights for this and stuff we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Making sketches.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll make a sketch or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good to have. But
Yeah.
like your credit card.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like really... I tried to purchase it, and then it said your credit card was declined because of security risks or something. So I called the credit card company, and they said you put the wrong...
Address?
No, the wrong expiry date.
Okay.
And I was pretty sure I didn't. So I went back and I tried to purchase it again, and then it still didn't let me.
Oh, was it like it's flagged now?
Maybe.
And you have to get it like unflagged?
I don't know. I have to call them back, but I have been doing a lot in the last few days of administrative stuff. I got approval to do my last few courses at West.
Good.
Did I tell you that?
No, just now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I finally got approval from the university.
But the courses are what? Are they courses? Or are they like
they're at
projects?
a university at West. No. I'm doing two. This is going to be so boring for our listeners.
Okay. Well, okay. Go for it.
Okay, well, you don't have to say anything. We can move past this.
Sorry I asked.
But like, I'm gonna do 2 project courses,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do 2 courses at Royal Roads University.
So for everyone that doesn't know, Abdul wants to move out west. You have to do 4 or more courses?
I have to do 4 more courses.
Starting September, so the school is here.
The school is here, yeah.
And you want to not be here.
Yeah.
So he's arranged to, I guess, do the rest of his classes at West.
Yeah, and I just found out that I could do it.
So always trying to scam the system.
Yeah, every day of my life.
Can't follow any rules.
Some people say that I have a problem with authority. I don't know why they would say that.
I think that came up last time.
Did I? No.
No,
We didn't
something
talk
else.
about it. What? The body pillow thing?
No.
That's going to come up every episode.
Well, it just did.
I'm going to bring it up every episode.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Get it ingrained in people's heads.
Yeah. Then if the TV show gets made, it's going to come out in the TV show and people will be like, we've been waiting for this forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not putting the pictures again, though.
Yeah, no.
Never again.
I don't want anyone to ever see that again. So yeah, it's been kind of an eventful week for me.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you do move out west, it's going to be different.
Yeah, we're
Not
like
really, because you've been out there like 2 years.
Yeah. But this podcast setup is going to be different.
Yeah.
We started this podcast at the perfect time. Right before we both move away
From each other.
and the
our
place that
central
we grew up.
Yeah. I think it'll work out. It'll just be a different setup.
Yeah. Will we still
might
do the
be
video
better.
component of it?
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah.
we'll do our own videos.
Everyone does their own video, yeah.
Yeah. And then one of us will just edit the switch.
Okay.
Be kind of cool.
We could set up the backgrounds so they're the same in both places.
Yeah. Well, because you want to avoid the delay, so if we both have our own audio,
Yeah.
we can just sing them together.
Yeah.
Obvious stuff, but just point it out anyways.
Yeah, it's good to know. Yeah. I meant to ask you this before, but when do you want to go do that skydiving thing?
Right. Whenever. You were supposed to
Doesn't
check.
matter. Yeah.
So, Abdul got me a pretty cool gift for my birthday.
March 11th.
That's not my birthday.
Wow.
That's a few days from your birthday.
Oh my god.
But, whose birthday is that?
Nobody's.
Okay. Well, anyways, he got me a gift to go to one of those indoor skydiving places.
Wait, was the day even right?
No.
Wow.
The first 2 letters of the month were right. And the first number of the number.
Yeah.
You're close. You're like, if it's just in terms of like letters, you're like 85%.
If it was in terms of a starting point for a brute force attack to get to your birthday, we're pretty close.
Yeah, you only had like 1 more letter and 2 more numbers. To
Yeah, we'd only cycle through 2 months.
If you're cycling that way, which I don't think most people do.
Well, most people aren't me.
Most people don't brute force people's birthdays. You get me a gift on March 10th, March 11th, March 12th, May 10th.
And then I just wait for you to say, hey, thanks for the birthday gift. Or to say, hey, please leave me alone, you fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
It's the same gift every day.
Yeah.
I get you several different skydiving packages.
Well, so, yeah, indoor skydiving, it looks really cool. But you're supposed to figure out the date. That's the last time we left off.
Yeah, but I got busy trying to order those lights.
Oh, yeah, right. And then your credit card doesn't work anymore.
Oh, because I maxed it out on the skydiving.
Oh. It's probably something to do with your most recent orders.
Yeah.
You ever put on some list?
It's a bunch of
lights
weird
were
things.
the final thing that they won't let you buy.
Yeah. They're like, it's a certain combination of things, like, identifies me as a real fuck up.
A risk. High risk.
Yeah, high risk for just being a drain on the economy in the future. It's like, this guy's never going to contribute to society.
Isn't that what they want?
People to be drains on the economy?
Well, the credit card companies want you to spend all the credit card money and pay interest forever.
So we should probably start a fight club that ends up in their demise.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Just like that movie, Short Circuit 2.
Yeah. That's like the go-to.
Short Circuit 2?
Yeah, that's my go-to movie. You know, it's almost like, what movie should we watch? Immediately, in my head, I say it, but I never actually
Short
suggest
Circuit
it.
2. We should watch that scene where he becomes an American citizen and they gold plate him.
I don't think I've actually seen it.
Have you seen any of the Short Circuit
I think
movies?
I've seen the first. It's with the robot.
Yeah,
And,
it comes to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely really enjoyed the first one as a kid.
It was super good.
And I think it's because I was like in love with robots before I realized I was in love with robots.
In love?
Well, the concept. Hey, it's slightly less worse than body pillows, okay?
We'll see which kind of marriage gets legalized first.
I'm thinking mine. All this talk of AI. I don't remember any of the plot from Short Circuit.
I remember the beginning of Short Circuit 1 and all of Short Circuit 2.
Okay, well, I'm mixing it up with RoboCop.
You remember that scene where Short Circuit shoots that thug's dick off?
I don't think that was RoboCop.
That was RoboCop.
Oh yeah, it was.
When
But I'm thinking of the
trying
parody.
to rape that girl.
I'm thinking of the parody video.
Oh, where he shoots off like 1,000 dicks.
It's just endless, and it's very. I think I actually talked to one of the guys that did the designs of the dicks.
Oh, like he made the
He was on like some forum I was on.
Oh wow.
No, he made the actual ones. He had like picture of a table with like 50 of them on a table
Were
with
they all-
squibs in them.
Ew. That's so gross.
Squibs and blood. I think that's what a squib is, right? Explosive with blood.
Yeah. You know, regular dicks have a type of squib in them too. It's full of cum.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. We've just reached into explicit.
Yeah. Wait, is our
Yeah,
podcast
we already
not?
were.
Yeah, we were explicit
Yeah,
already.
I think so. I don't know. I signed up for 2 of them before I changed it, so I don't know if they took on the info. It doesn't matter. They approved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Short Circuit and RoboCop, they're basically the same movie.
Yeah. No.
No?
No, they're not. I agreed with you because I stopped thinking for a second, but they're definitely not the same movie.
Okay, break it down then.
Well, Short Circuit's about a robot that was created by the military as the perfect fighting machine. But then it gets struck by lightning, and it comes to, like, it develops emotions and feelings and
Right.
stuff. And the Indian designer and developer of it is the guy who has to teach it emotions. It's a lot more like
It's the same
it's
universe,
like Chappie.
though, right?
No.
I feel like the scenes are like equally as dark and gray and stuff.
That's just because that's how movies looked in the 70s.
80s.
90s?
I'm thinking 80s.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. it was
Let's
a
not
bit.
fact check.
No, look. I just don't want a bunch of Short Circuit fans tweeting at us that we got the date wrong.
I do. I want everyone to tweet at us.
Please tweet.
Everything that we do wrong. That's how I learn in life. I publicly say something,
Yeah.
and then you wait for the information to come back in.
Yeah.
It's the fastest way to get the correct answer.
That's how a neural net works.
No.
Yep.
But
Don't look it up.
That's exactly how it works. No, okay, so Short Circuits and Gremlins. That's the same universe.
What are you talking about? You know, I would believe that Short Circuit and Gremlins were in the same universe. RoboCop, the technology is totally different.
And I think RoboCop is like in the future.
What universe do you think Beverly Hills Cop happens in?
Like what other movie?
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that would be a good mashup.
The original.
Wait, like the one with Megan Fox, the original?
Yeah, that's
The
what
first
I mean.
one with Megan Fox that was made
That's
by
what I
Michael
consider the original. Same with
That's what I-
Transformers.
That's what I consider the original.
The original Transformers show was actually the movie because Megan Fox was in it.
Yeah, hashtag not my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tweet at us with the hashtag not my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, like the original full Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was like amazing.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about like the live action without the animated ones from, from the 90s.
No,
Did you not see the original?
I never saw it. I was in the Middle East when that came out.
Yeah, but then you came here.
Yeah, but I didn't get caught up on everything that happened when I was in the Middle East.
There's like a serious gap of knowledge.
Yeah.
Because when you fly over that ocean after living, you just lose 20 years. Because all of a sudden you're in the present day.
Yeah,
But
that's
before
right.
you were 20 years ago.
I think they were. Oh no.
And we're back?
Yeah. Should we snap?
No.
Well, that defeated the purpose of that.
We just changed out our GoPro battery, but you
Yeah.
didn't notice any time missing.
Yeah. Except when we told you that there was time missing, you're going to notice that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yep.
But what were we talking about now?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, so like the original one was like people in suits and their mouths like actually moved. It wasn't animated.
Oh, but this one it's 3D animated.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ninja Turtles are animated in the new ones.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen them.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. I watch it every day before I go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things you do.
But I have seen them.
I don't want to.
Yeah, they're not good. I almost said they're not bad. And then self-corrected to they're not good.
Yeah. One is positive and one is negative.
Yeah, both are negative. Both of those movies are negative.
Oh, yeah, there is two, isn't there?
Oh, God, yeah. The second one just came out.
Oh. Well, the original was awesome. Like, amazing.
Is that because you were a kid when you watched it?
Well, it doesn't matter. Right? Everything when you're a kid's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you just strive to get back there
Do you remember how good the core was?
Yeah, I do.
We can never watch it again.
I don't think I actually thought it was good when I was a kid. Maybe I did, but I was really excited about the concept of it.
Of what?
Of the ship.
Oh, that it traveled through solid stone?
No, it didn't travel through solid stone.
Yeah, it would obliterate. It used that ray.
Is that what it did?
Yeah.
I just remember as soon as they breached the shell and ended up in the core, they were floating around in molten iron.
Yeah.
And then they they saw these giant objects. And they're like, what are those?
Yeah.
And they're like, they're diamonds. And they're like 50-foot diamonds floating around in the core. And I'm like, oh my God, is that true? Why don't we just take those? We'll be rich.
Yeah, fuck saving the world. Let's steal these diamonds.
And Morpheus is in that movie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Does he go down to the core, or is he the person that designs the ray?
He does go down to the core.
Okay.
And the ship's called the
Nebuchadnezzar. No, in
I
the
know.
core it's called the Eberkimit.
So it's he upgrades in the Matrix.
To the Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah. He saves the planet, and then he's destined to save humanity later
Yeah.
on. I love things like that.
I like thinking that all of
Saving Private Ryan.
All of Saving Private Ryan happened during The Matrix.
That's not where I thought you were going?
No, it's not where I thought I was going until you said the words Saving Private Ryan.
Well, I was talking about Matt Damon.
Who is in neither The Core or The Matrix.
Well, I was talking about how The Core...
Well, I was talking about Matt Damon, you fucking idiot.
I was talking about how The Core was in the same timeline as The Matrix.
Okay.
And then Saving Private Ryan is in the same series of movies that Matt Damon's in. And I can't think of the other ones right now.
What the fuck are you talking
It's like a
about?
common thing.
No, you haven't explained anything.
I know. I can't think of the other two movies. I'm sure someone will correct us on that.
No one's going to be able to because no one understands what you just said.
No, the internet does.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I guess tweet at Sean if you think you
Oh no,
understood
it's that the Americans have spent trillions of dollars trying to save Matt Damon in several different scenarios. Saving Private Ryan, The Martian. There's another one that I can't think of.
What about the Bourne movies? They spent a lot of money trying to capture him in that movie.
Yeah.
What about that one where he's a genius?
No,
Dogma.
Interstellar.
Yeah, that one. Wait, Matt Damon's not in. Oh wait,
yeah, he is, and they go to save him.
Yeah, that's
and they changed their course of direction to go and save him.
Yeah,
and he turns out to be an asshole.
Yeah.
See, that's another one though. Is the Interstellar to
The Martian?
Yeah, or the other way around. He comes back. Spoilers.
Yeah. The
survives.
Interstellar is The Martian too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great because he's so cynical. He has to save the planet again. He gets screwed over, stranded on another planet by himself with a fucking robot.
That has dumb, stupid jokes.
Which apparently you can't turn off.
Can you imagine a cross between if that element of Interstellar was in 2001: A Space Odyssey, where where they lose control of the ship's AI? How?
So they make him joke instead?
Yeah, but it's the only thing that they lose control of is the ability to make him stop making stupid jokes.
So they just want to kill themselves.
Yeah, and he doesn't let them.
So he doesn't want to kill them.
No, he just wants to hang out.
Yeah.
He's lonely. I can identify with that.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's an interesting concept, is that malfunctions are actually malfunctions in emotions.
Always.
In AI.
Oh, always when AI malfunctions is because they develop emotion. That is what 2001: A Space Odyssey was.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, malfunctions in their emotion system. Or if, in Interstellar, they gave them the ability to change their own settings.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That's weird, because that's
Well, I guess that would be like drugs for humans.
If you could specifically make someone the life of the party, I guess.
That's what cocaine does. It makes you the life of the party. It also makes you very motivated to create business plans.
If we base everything on American Psycho.
Oh, no, but also in real life. Whenever someone's on cocaine, they tell you about all of the business plans they've ever had.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's specifically like drugs that you could modify your personality.
It does, but it doesn't it just modifies your settings temporarily.
It doesn't, I don't know if it modifies your settings, I think it just takes away the filters.
Not all drugs do that.
It takes away the filters of your personality.
Alcohol removes your inhibitions, but something like mushrooms adds stuff. Also, our listeners should know that we don't do drugs.
Yeah.
So we're speaking about this from a very theoretical standpoint.
Well, actually, we're always the sober ones when everyone else around us is messed up.
Yeah, when was the last time you drank alcohol?
I quit drinking when I was 25.
Yeah. How old are you now?
March. 28.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we don't do drugs. We don't drink.
Yeah, I've never done any drugs and I've never had any alcohol.
So, it's they're not. These like things we're saying aren't completely arbitrary. Like
Yeah.
we see the way that people change.
They're about as accurate as everything else we've said tonight.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's just how we talk.
Yeah. In sweeping generalizations and blithe inaccuracies.
Yeah, if the audience hasn't realized that now, they're in for a surprise, I guess.
Yeah, over the next episode and a half, because we're not going to make it to 4.
I, however, am promoting these.
I will start promoting them at 4.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
But we can probably wrap it up.
Yeah, okay. I guess if you guys enjoyed the podcast today, go to iTunes. Find us on iTunes this time next week. Rate us, subscribe. We're also on YouTube.
I don't know if you can rate us on iTunes.
You can.
I think it's just an arbitrary... Like, our meter is maxed out, and I don't think anyone's listened to it.
I know, but that's you start at the highest. That's why you're so high in the lists when you start on iTunes, and then you drop as time goes on.
Oh, the popularity meter?
Yeah.
I didn't see, like, a rating thing. But, oh, yeah, it makes sense.
But yeah, rate, subscribe, review, tell your friends about us. Find us on YouTube. You can see the videos of these podcasts at this time next week.
We're on Facebook.
We're on Facebook at this time next week, and
TTNW podcast everywhere else.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Gmail. TTNW podcast at gmail.com if you want to get in touch with us, or tweet at us, Abdul Aziz Comedy.
And we'll probably make an Instagram.
Yeah, and we'll probably make an Instagram.
So there's all of our plugs. I don't think we'll do that again.
No, but you know what I'm going to say at the end of every episode?
What?
Thanks for listening to us. Oh, let me try that again. Thanks for listening to... Oh, my God. Okay, thanks for listening to... Jesus Christ. Can we cut these out?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next... Jesus Christ. Thanks for listening. Next...
What do you want to say?
I want to say...
I don't even feel like cutting this out anymore.
No, wait.
We will.
It's not good. We'll see you at this time next week. Thank you for listening. We will see you at this time next week.
Sounds good.
Should I do it again one more time?
Sure.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We will see you at this time next week.
Goodbye. Why the fuck do you do that?